Switching it up
That was serious.
to CHH Artists.
Ooh, yes,
if you don't know what
sir.
CHH is and you're following us, come on now.
Come on, Blair.
What is CHH, Emilio?
It is Christ Heart. No, I'm just kidding. It's Christian hip hop player.
I was hoping you could give a stupid acronym.
I was trying to think of how I can make it into a church, but there was this
You know, like the Catholic
Church of Heart.
Jesus with the heart.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
The
like
flaming heart.
Church of that's what made me say heart. Church of Heart, Heart of Hearts. I don't know, but yeah, it's Christian hip hop. We are heavily involved in it. We have friends in it, and
I mean, we run a label.
yeah, we do. And so we know a lot of up and coming artists, and I really want to spotlight. We were originally going to talk about our favorite artists
That are our friends.
but yeah, we
were just like, you know what? We should break out of
Into, like, up and
our own
coming.
circle and like really talk about up and coming artists. And you know, who went first on the notes? Did I?
I went last, so you can go.
Okay.
Who to be on the lookout for? Top 3 of CHH. Let me hear
Okay.
it.
One is going to be, and this is no shade saying that Terrence is not a well-known artist or anything like that. He's an amazing artist, and a lot of people should know about him.
Every Christian hip hop artist is underground to some point compared to the industry.
Because
so.
the industry is, it's funny because the industry is one big banner and we're just sitting under it.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. And that's only because we're not talking about WAP and whatever. I think it's ridiculous that that's played on the radio.
Even though we are kind of talking about WAP, what's around people? You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Go ahead. Give me a toxic.
Emilio.
Toxic.
Anyway, so Terrence Richmond, it's my youth pastor growing up.
Terrence is fire. Terrence Richmond is fire.
And there's no bias in this to say that he was my youth pastor and that's why I believe in this dude. But it's because he was my youth pastor. I got to know this dude pretty well, and he's one of the dopest artists I've ever known. He's somebody that's always been able to rock with a band like no other.
Yeah.
And completely kill it. He's
That's
good
fire.
at singing. He's good at rapping. He's good at dude can dance. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But Terrence Richmond. My secondary was.
Yeah, and I personally heard Terrence's music from you for the first time, so I literally have no bias. I never met him, and it's really like it sounds like something that you would hear from like Brandon P or Mission. You know what I'm saying?
But that's even funny that you say that because all those dudes kind of came,
by him.
I wouldn't say Brandon P so much because Brandon P, I remember he went to like South Sacramento Christian Center, the Black Knight. He was kind of bouncing around from some churches. I wouldn't say he was bouncing, but he was well known at a lot of churches, and he would perform.
Was politely going to different churches.
Well, I would say he was marketing.
I know.
More in other churches because back then as a Christian artist, especially when you're like 18, 19, that's what you would do is you would go get yourself familiar with churches and pastors and stuff, and that's how you would market yourself. Nowadays it's a little different, especially with church barely opening back up. I'd be
like, hey, what's up, you guys?
Yeah. Do it again because I totally didn't have the camera on you.
I'd be like, hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy.
It's your boy.
Young Toxic.
Toxic.
Nice.
I don't know why it was so delayed there. I clicked it heck long.
Let's go back and forth. You said one, I'll say one.
All right. So Terrence Richmond.
All right.
Starting.
And for me, I'm going to go, since he went with his bias, I'm going to go with my bias. My favorite, Levante Joyner. Now listen, Levante I've met him personally. He's a good friend of mine. We actually work in the ministry.
Well, we know him personally too.
We know him personally, and we work together in the ministry. 3G United stands for God Gets Glory, and I really, really am just giving him this compliment out of the fact that he is just like gifted. He is talented. Like he is one person that I still can't believe hasn't just surpassed all of his peers, which is coming. But he submits himself to God. He can make amazing worship music.
Go follow World of Levante.
Go follow World of Levante.
Levante Joyner, a beast artist. I 100% agree with Emilio.
He's a beast of where he could be a worship singer, or he could be an R&B singer, or he could be a rapper.
He's so diverse.
He can do it all. And he's just really, it's just amazing. His heart posture is there. The music is there. He even produces. Like, the man is like so gifted. So Levante Joyner for me,
I would say if you need to go purchase a fire beat, a fire production beat, Like, not saying in a sense like, oh, this is a banger and all that, but actually breaks it down between bridge and chorus, and there could be interludes, and he just gives so much filling into his music. Go hit up Levante.
World of Levante. And the reason you should get that beat is because his prices will be going up soon, but they're good right now. So go to World of Levante.
We're marketing him because not because we're his homies, because we believe in the dude.
Like, genuinely, Levante for sure. All right, so go ahead, your turn, bro.
My second artist, I didn't say George Rose.
Gee, Rose.
I think he will blow up.
Yeah.
Not in a sense of like, oh my God, he's gonna get famous and all that, but he's dope.
Yeah, like my first, I've met him.
G Rose, man.
I met him without even knowing who he was because Miles knew him, and I went with Miles to Atlanta. And then
Miles, just give some clarity. Miles is a good friend of ours.
Yeah, Miles is a good friend, but he would be on this list, but I just feel like it's cheating if I put Miles on the list.
Yeah, 100% agree.
So he's there by default. But Miles Minnick, dope artist, check him out.
No shade. We 100% believe in you, brother, and anything you ever need, we got you.
Yeah. Toxic. No, I was kidding.
Toxic.
No, Miles is super dope though. If I put him on my list, then it's just super biased. It's cheating.
What's your ultimate?
Miles Minnick. No, I was kidding. But G Rose. G
Oh,
Rose.
you're still talking about G Rose.
Yeah, I wanted to finish. I got my impression from him from Miles' song, actually. It was Miles' song Top Notch. I'd never heard of anything G Rose had made up until that point. And I was like, oh, that's that guy from Atlanta. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's crazy. And then I started hearing Miles' beats that or Miles' songs that were G Rose produced, and I was like, this guy produces too. So G Rose, he's a dope singer. He has dope beats. Yeah, he's super dope. George Rose.
He's super fire, man. Like, I honestly believe that dude's going to take off and do some special stuff. Who's your third? Now it's you, because I gave out the
Second. I give out my second.
Oh, we haven't even heard your second.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mine's an underdog. And his name on Instagram is Judah.mp3. His name is Judah. This guy, I
love that Instagram name.
One day I was on Rockstar JT's page, right? And he was letting people, I was on his Instagram live, and he was letting people come in and rap. And I ended up rapping on his live because he asked me to, but I was really just trying to sit there and watch in my pajamas. I was like not trying to get on live. And Judah came up twice. Like, that boy was hungry. And he spits really close to like I'd say like a JID. He's really dope, JID. But Judah's really dope, and man, just great music, great brother. Love his stuff.
Yeah, he's really, really good. My ultimate one is going to be Don Rico. I think that's how you say his name. Mainly because he is
it's Don Rico. Because of the V in the middle for some reason. He took out the I and put a V.
Is that how you say it, though?
Oh, no. I'm speculation.
It's speculation. No, he is signed to
Instagram. The street signed me. Shout out JT.
What is his Instagram handle? I think it's just Don Rico with a V.
You're showing me right now, bro. I never heard of this guy.
Yeah, no, he's super dope. He's super talented, cultural, and relatable. He's a young dude. Show him right here.
Relatable.
He looks white, but he's actually from Honduras.
No, really, that's tight.
Yeah.
It's like all my family members in Mexico. They all look like they're white people.
Blonde hair, I believe, colored eyes, and looks like a white boy. But this dude is not white.
Oh, he makes Hispanic music, right?
He makes Hispanic music.
Yeah.
It says he's 20 years old. He is signed to. You see the label? I forget the label name. It's a pretty cool label name. I want to say it's like No Limits or.
Latinx 100s? No.
No, it's not that one. Let me go to his Instagram real quick and just look it up. But yeah, this dude's super fire. I kind of want to show you because have you ever heard of him?
I tried to hold it, but I'm gonna go pee on the podcast.
Please don't do that.
Not on the podcast. Away from the podcast.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and pull up his handle real quick so I can shout him out. He is super dope, man. I'm a big fan of this guy. I'm not even really into Latin music, to be honest with you, but I just think he has a super dope flow. Let me see. He is signed to No Apologies, not No Limits. I was very close. No Apologies Music. If you guys get a chance, go check them out at No Apologies Music. Yeah, I think he's super dope, man. I think he's gonna be next up, and you should definitely look out for him. This dude, man, his music's good. He only has 4,800 monthly listeners. I believe that should go up. I want to say he produces because a lot of his music shouts out his own name in the beginning. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, because I tried looking for credits and stuff, but it's kind of hard when you have low artists like this and they're just trying to put out music and the best production of their stuff. This dude sings, he raps, and he does it in Spanish and English. Go check him out. Emilio, hurry up, man. Yeah. He does a lot of music with like Tommy Royale and people like that. Like, people know a lot of these other artists right here. DJ Mike LV, I think, is the one who's paving the way for him. I want to say that Mike LV is creating a that label, No Apologies Music, and bringing up all these like young artists that are super talented and don't really get a platform in the CHH world because they do a lot of like hip hop that's in Spanish. But now that that's such a big thing in the industry now, they're blowing up like crazy, man. Yeah. Melio, hurry up. Melio will be taking his time, man. I don't know if you know that. Look at, he's not even there. Flashback to Emilio. What's up, man? Not there. Yeah. No. Other than that, I think you should really check this dude out. I just want Emilio to see this video together with me. He kind of looks like DJ Justified a little bit, like a Hispanic DJ Justified from Sacramento. Justin. Emilio's back. Shh. Door.
Doors open?
Door. Yeah, so I was saying everybody should check this dude out. Culturally dope. He's talented. I was waiting to watch this video with you, man.
Awesome. Let's do it.
I don't know if he produces, but I want to say he does.
Nice. A dual threat. Triple threat because he's bilingual.
Hey,
Dude, my girl would slap this.
dude, this bass is so dirty. That looks like GCU right there. Look at that shot. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ugh.
Super dope. Going
Dude.
from Hispanic to English, bro.
Had I known about this, I would have told Sumner to get this guy.
Oh, yeah.
on.
Look, it produced. I
Yeah,
wasn't
he
wrong.
produced it.
He does produce.
Had I known about him, I would have shout out Don. Had I known about him, I would have had Sumner get him on the one song that we did, Superstitious, the remix. Boy,
Boy, would have killed it.
he would have murdered.
I want to say Mike LV, though, DJ Mike LV, is
Yeah.
paving the way for a lot of these artists. So.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think he, I don't know if I'm right because I tried finding information on it.
Speculation.
Definitely speculation. But I would say that he might own the label.
Oh, really? I think so. I think I actually, because I follow him on Clubhouse. I think I might have heard something. Speculation again.
Yeah.
I think I might have heard something about that. But yeah, dude, that guy was fire. Is it my turn?
It's definitely your turn.
my turn. So again, shout out my boy Miles Minute because that's where I learned about this guy.
Wow, this guy has a way bigger following than the kid I just
Well,
showed.
this is simply actually shout out Miles for that because this guy right here, basically he kind of hit the gas pedal when this happened. So Miles dropped a song with No Big Deal entitled What Did You Think, or WYT. And he did a WYT Awards where he just let people remix the song, right? And like get in it and do whatever they wanted. And so everybody spit a 16 on it. There was a lot of good entries. And I'm not understating this. This guy, Caleb Gordon, blew everybody out of the water. His unique flow.
Yeah, his verse was sick.
It was insane. And I was like, Miles, I was texting Miles about it. I'm like, who you picking? I'm like, this guy has to win. There's no question about it. And then Miles did a great marketing thing.
I remember you texting him about that.
Yeah, and he did the WYT Awards, and like, so everybody was on Miles' Instagram live, and Miles had Wande show up. He had, No Big Deal. He had a lot of artists come through, and Miles did something for the culture in that moment where he brought in all these young artists. Swayze was there. He brought in all these young artists to be a part of these awards. It's on Miles' Instagram if you guys would love to watch it, because you should. But yeah, so Caleb Gordon, I learned about him from that, and then Caleb shared a testimony afterwards saying, after this day, I really put my foot on the gas. God was telling me to just start going at it online, start investing into my Instagram and being a good steward of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so he really started to literally, it seems like he's making a new song every day and posting it on an Instagram reel or something.
I mean, sometimes you need that little spark just to get your fire going.
And he really just I'm not crediting Miles for all his followers, because this guy's going crazy right now. He has 18,000 followers, 18,500 listeners and monthly listeners.
I mean, I've told you this before. Donovan Demerin, he used to be the brand marketer for Illis brand.
Yeah.
The Illis brand. Good friend of ours and everything. But he once told me that don't be seen for don't work to be seen. Be seen for your work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge. Just for somebody putting up that platform of like, this dude's dope. He's talented, and then him blowing up because he's working.
Yeah, 100%.
Working and not working to be seen.
Yeah, he's putting. You could tell that this man didn't just start rapping. He's been putting in the work for a long time, just based on how good he is. But he reminds me of Levante in the sense of like, I've heard this man rap really talentedly in like a West Coast style, Tampa, Florida style. I've heard him rap really good on a trap beat, Atlanta style. Like I've heard him like sing really well. Like I've heard him do all sorts of things.
If you haven't heard the Villain Project, me and Emilio dropped a Villain Project.
Woo! Shout out Villain.
Levante's heavily on there, especially on the title track Villain.
Of course, he is. And that's Levante, the first guy that I talked about. But they remind me of the same type of people, because I've seen the kind of spark and the kind of like just creativity in Levante that I see in Caleb.
I'm gonna pull up his profile on here. Go ahead.
And that's what really inspired me to like really like mess with this guy, because I seen my friend Levante in this guy, and I really respect Levante and his faith. But so what does he write right here? He says, music that elevates your mind and lifts your spirit. Let's take it to another level. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
Caleb
I agree.
Gordon. Shout out to Caleb Gordon.
You have an example too, right? For us to see.
Yes, I do. I have an example for him.
I did not even click on it before the thing, so I'll just click on it.
It's his new video,
right now.
West Orlando Flow.
Oh, watching the whole thing?
Yeah, I believe it's a 2-minute video. It's just fire.
Oh, this beat.
He made the beat.
He made this beat?
Yes, that's why I'm telling you.
He reminds me of Tyler.
Yeah. Now it's 2020. Every week.
Look at all his inspirations behind him.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to see if I spot any I know.
What we got in the background?
I can't tell if that's Richard Pryor or Lionel Richie. Oh, that's dope. Oh. Whew.
Yeah.
Why the floating raft?
I don't know.
Got a flotation device.
Funny, dude. And he's about that word.
I think that was a U87 from Neumann.
On a beat.
Is he from Atlanta or is he from?
What to say? West Orlando. I believe he's in Orlando. I don't know if he's
Orlando.
from there.
I thought he was saying Atlanta.
No, West Orlando flow. Yeah. No, dude.
Oops.
Miles toxic. Miles went to
Toxic.
yes. Miles went to Orlando, and I think I want to say if you watch Miles' story, they were making a song together, and Caleb's story too. So I'm pretty sure. Look out for that. And that's what's crazy. You see this song and how it's so like, how would you explain that style? Orlando, really? I mean, how would you explain it though? Tampa rapper.
I would say definitely Orlando.
And what's crazy about that is he doesn't just do that. Like he does.
It's very bubbly and it has like a nice bounce to it.
He's not good. It's not like he's good at all kinds of different things. Caleb Gordon is great at a lot of things. Like he's not just good. He's great at all these different forms of music. And if you listen to his lyrics, like he's talking about that word. He's like, come on.
I know this has
can't
nothing
see
to do
air,
nothing to do with
still can breathe. Like, come on, dude.
this has nothing to do with his talent, but dude has swag. Like he doesn't
He got drip too.
He doesn't overdress or anything like that.
No,
He's just
and when he had an interview with that WYT Awards, I really thought he was like he came off charismatic. Dude's funny, like really funny. And man, you could tell if that boy wasn't saved, he'd be out here spitting game because he's just a funny dude. No, seriously, like this guy walks around like he got drip and he got
that studio shot is sick of him.
And he got the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, Caleb Gordon, man.
And you can tell he rocks with his homies too. It's not just like
Yeah.
him trying to boast himself or anything like that. He's got his whole team with him.
He's like one of those people you could just tell, not worry about names. You know what I'm saying? He's out here to get great and just be good.
Yeah.
So Caleb Gordon, shout out to you, bro. You are changing the game right now.
Shout out your Spotify, Caleb Gordon and Don Rico. Go follow them. Two totally different types of artists, but definitely
Neither of them miss.
Worth knowing about.
Neither of them miss.
Yeah. No, they're both dope. Caleb Gordon, I'm glad your branding's doing well because you're starting to build up your listeners and all that.
And it's deserved.
That's good though. That's good. I respect it.
What does it say? Fans also like. Okay, check this out. Akaleso, Scooty Wop, 1K, Peace On, Zay Hill, Paris Cariz,
Swayze,
TJ, Swayze, Not Clyde. I mean, like that's just a broad sound. I feel like.
Yeah.
Akaleso, shout out Akaleso, bro. I should have mentioned him. I forgot about him. I love Akaleso.
He's doing everything right, but one thing I would say, jump on other people's projects too, support other people so that they could support you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's funny. Who were you referring to?
This guy, Caleb Gordon.
Oh, okay. Because what's funny is I just said Akaleso, and Akaleso hasn't made an album in like a year.
But he's on everybody's stuff.
We all know who he is, and personally,
that's the only reason why I know who he is. To be honest with you,
I've only talked to him once. But that was only because Cam was FaceTiming him and was like, "Oh, it's my friend Emilio." But like, I've just seen him be a good friend to a lot of different people, and that's always what you want to see with like artists. You know, that
goes a long way. Building relationships with people, that's huge, and being a part of those communities.
Like for Akaleso to be somewhere from Culture Villains to Reach Records, you know what I'm saying? Like to have that broad of like friendships. And Caleb Gordon, man, I mean, he just seems like a genuine guy. I haven't met him personally, but he seems like a really good dude.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to Caleb
respect
Gordon.
to Caleb Gordon.
Yes, sir. And hit that follow, AJ.
Toxic.
Just kidding.
Hit that follow while we talking about Caleb Gordon.
Hey, don't tell me to hit the follow when I'm signed into your account.
Are you really? I follow Caleb Gordon. I had this on my account. What? I just totally got robbed. Okay, wait. Why does Spotify unfollow people? Because that happens a lot.
Yeah. What the heck, Spotify, man? No, I don't know.
That actually does happen. Like I follow Caleb Gordon.
This is your artist account though, so I don't know if it's like your actual account.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. So I was just joking. He's already following.
I was
you.
like,
but we're following you on two different.
I was like, yo,
accounts now. I will follow
caught.
you now.
I got caught. I was like, what's going on? I know I follow.
I like Spotify, man. I think they're doing everything right because they cater to their audience pretty well.
I feel like it was Spotify, Apple Music, and then Spotify just said, "You peasant," and just mopped the floor with Apple Music. And I chose right for once. Besides PlayStation, I chose right in that scenario too.
Right.
But yeah, dude, definitely dope. That was fun. That was fun watching these rappers' videos. We got to probably do that more often, maybe on YouTube. That was really fun.